Blogger Roundup. It's myOrganized.life live. January 31st, 2020. The big game.
The Super Bowl.
The Super
big
Bowl.
game.
You know, I don't think we're supposed to say
Chiefs
Super Bowl.
versus-
Can you say Super Bowl? I don't know. Can you say Super
You
Bowl?
can say it.
What? Say
You
what?
can't-
Super Bowl?
Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can say Super Bowl or
I don't
not.
know what Super Bowl
Because I
means.
think, Super Bowl is one of those.
Is it trademark?
I think
Is
Super Bowl
Super Bowl
might be a
trademarked?
trademark term.
It is Super Bowl weekend,
But it's also the big game.
which means Super Bowl.
That's right.
When did this become an issue?
I don't know.
I think a couple years ago, someone stuck their nose up at it. It really is irritating.
Well, I think what happens is like the local bars have Super Bowl parties, and they're leveraging the value of the Super Bowl.
Right.
Look at how
The
many times
big
we've
game.
said it is the big game.
But it's also the last day of January, and it falls
is.
on a Friday, and just the world is working just
Yes.
as we need it to.
And speaking of trademark terms, this is myOrganized.life live. TM.
Are we TM'd?
No,
we're not.
I'm John Hunt.
And I'm Leanne Thompson,
Trademark.
TM.
And this is the show where you get organizing tips, advice, and on Fridays, your favorite show.
And yours.
And yours, maybe. Is
Maybe.
it becoming your favorite show? I hope so,
hope so.
because it's called Blogger Roundup.
Yes, and we
Yes.
have a brand new
Yes, we do.
blog to us
Yes.
today.
When someone debuts on this show, usually their career skyrockets, doesn't it?
I hope so. Well,
hope
this
so, too.
lady, I don't know, Leah Morris from
Yes.
Mindfully Minimized. Should we put up the slide?
Yes, please do.
Mindfullyminimized.com. She's actually a local. She's from Eagan, Minnesota, just like,
That's only about 10 miles as the crow flies.
and it's like your neighboring city.
It is my neighboring
and
city.
She has a great blog today. It's called Are You Busy or Productive? And we've talked about this before on the show.
Yes.
You know, crazy busy is not a badge of honor. I was actually
Trademark.
trademark.
Lisa Montanaro. And you got to say it with her because she's a lawyer.
Yes, I know. I was
don't
talking to my friend the other day about it, and she doesn't watch the show,
What?
I know. But she was talking about how she's like, people just overuse the word busy, and they just think it's a great thing to be busy. And I was thinking, gosh, have you watched our show?
Yes,
But no,
you
she hasn't. So
should.
she kind of gets it too. So Leah talks about, are you busy or productive? These days it feels like no one has free time to do anything, and the robotic response to how are you is, I'm so busy.
I'm swamped.
We run late for meetings, grab lunch on the go, if at all, and it's just hectic. There is a huge difference between being busy and being productive, and we often blur the two. It's important that we recognize and separate the myth from reality.
Yes.
Busy does not equal better. Busy does not equal important. Then she has this awesome
little
chart. Go to the website just for the chart because it's super cool, and it just kind of opens your eyes. So there's a busy column, and then there's a productive column.
And these are words, aren't
These are
they?
words. So
Gosh, kind of goes
under
along
the-
with our theme word concept this
so
week.
busy could be frantic, but then productive, focused.
Focused.
So frantic, focused. Reactive, proactive. Overwhelmed or in control. And then when you're busy, yes is your default. When you're being productive, no is your default. And then busy, you open doors to all opportunities. When you're productive, you close doors on distractions. It's very
this is
insightful.
Gonna get you thinking.
It does, yes.
I like that.
Right.
So shout out
to Leah Morris.
Slide is up now.
From mindfullyminimized.com. You have a choice, busy or productive. And a local Minnesotan, so we appreciate that. So thank you, Leah, and welcome to Blogger Roundup.
Yes, okay, so next slide up is Chris Scott, Organizing Maniacs. Why bother organizing?
Why bother?
Why bother? I use that term a lot.
Do you?
Yeah, why bother? It's
Why
all
bother?
it's going to get messy again anyway, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Well, Chris says it's a fair question. Good. I'm glad at least it's fair.
Yeah.
Things just get messy again. Clean the kids' room, and then 5 minutes later,
It's messy.
It's messy. Okay, so why bother organizing at all? And she's got this is a very quick 4 little point idea or ideas why bother organize. Number 1, organizing your home reduces stress.
We talked about that last week,
Yes,
remember?
we did. So, our brains get stressed when they shrink.
Oh, okay.
So when we prevent stress, we're preventing brain shrinkage. Did you know that?
I did not.
So
Learn something new every day on this show.
it's good for our health and happiness. We've talked about how stress and all that relates to organizing before too. Okay, number 2, hosting company is easier when you're organized.
That is very true.
So whether you have a big Super Bowl trademark or the big game party, or it's your kid's birthday and they want to have friends over, when our homes are messy, we are often too embarrassed to have guests. We said, I'm never going to have anyone over. I would never have anyone come to my house. It's just too messy.
Too messy.
So, but it's easier to host when you're organized. Okay, number 3, being organized saves time.
That is very true.
How many times have you been late because you couldn't find something that you needed? Say like keys maybe?
Or I was rushing around trying to find paperwork this morning, and thankfully I was organized and all of it is in one spot. So I grabbed it and I was out the door.
Out the door.
No issues.
Yes. So we do end up wasting a lot of our time if we are dealing with messes and we don't know where to find the things we need to find.
Right.
So, okay, and finally, being organized makes you more productive.
Yeah.
Whether you're simply focused on your office organization or you expand it to your whole home, being more organized will make you more productive. You spend less time redoing things.
I like it.
Less time searching for things. Less time stressing about the messes, and more time getting things done. That is all
Or more time
about,
relaxing.
Yes. And
Chris would be, her relaxation is reading People magazine. Remember that?
Yes, I do remember that from the podcast.
From the podcast.
Okay, so anyway, I'll put the slide up. This is a good
Okay.
one. Why bother organizing? Chris Scrott, organizingmaniacs.com.
All right, the third and final, the Shauna method. Our friend Shauna Turner. We shouted out to this last week. Remember, I had told you
bonus
guys
shout out.
the bonus shout out. All month long, she has been doing selfie disciplines to kick off 2020. Basically, every day she's posting to Instagram and her blog just a little reminder of a habit that you could start. And she realizes that 30 habits, because she did 30 of them, is a lot. No one can really possibly do that, but
she could.
She probably could. Yep. So she just did a recap just this morning on her blog on some everything that she highlighted. So
awesome.
I'm just going to rattle off a few that you might consider adopting yourself.
Okay.
So make the bed.
That would go over well in our home.
Daily occurrence. Clean the kitchen counter. It's so nice when you wake up in the morning and you go to the kitchen and the counters are clear. Put the shoes away. Do you guys do that?
We do. We, especially the ones from coming in the house, they go in the closet on the little tray.
Yep. When we moved into this new house, it doesn't have an official mudroom, and it was really driving us crazy at first. But I actually kind of like it now because the shoes are actually getting put in the closet and the coats are getting hung up.
Nice.
Rather than a mudroom where stuff can get thrown. So it keeps it kind of tidy.
We are getting our whole mudroom done.
I know you are.
And we're having lived in the house a while. Now we're going to have a shoe cubby.
Oh, cool.
With all these little places. So yeah, because you got to.
We had that at my parents' house. Yeah, it was very nice. Yep. Let's see. Recycle those magazines that come in that you don't read or you've already read, or the ones from 1996 that are at the bottom of that magazine thing.
Some people don't even know what magazines are anymore.
I know. I don't get any magazines anymore. Pay your bills.
Yes.
Well, for obvious reasons, pay them. Delete photos.
Oh,
go through your photos on your phone.
Oh
my gosh. How many of the same pose do you need?
You know what I have?
How many
I have
foods?
I have a bunch of like screensavers.
I do too. Screenshots?
Where you accidentally have. So it's a screenshot of my screensaver.
Oh,
because I've
that's weird.
I grabbed the phone, and I think on the iPhone.
Oh, you just do the thing.
The two thing on the side. So I grab it and I accidentally take a screenshot of the screensaver.
Yeah, that's.
I'm deleting those all the time.
Yep. And then this is a big one, I think, especially probably for people in snowy conditions in the winter. Clean out your car.
Oh.
It gets.
My wife would like if I would do that more often.
Yeah.
Because my car gets kind of.
You know what Natalie said to me yesterday?
What?
We really need to clean out this car.
Ooh.
I'm like, whoa.
Shout out to Natalie.
Thank you, Natalie, for reminding me that we should clean out the car.
All right. So, well, you can get inspired by putting up the slide and going to.
the ShaunaMethod.com. She's got 30 of these little daily hacks that you can, not hacks, habits that you can try to get yourself into to make yourself more productive and feel better.
Awesome. Okay.
Cool.
Wow. great way to wrap up January
Yes.
and go month and
Go month.
all
And,
that good stuff.
So we should
Next-
talk about next month.
Next week, because
Well, next week and next month, because
Yes.
this coming month, February,
it's going to be kind of sparse, isn't it?
it's gonna be like the summer all over again.
Yeah.
So I'm gone Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next
Yeah.
week. I'll be back Thursday and Friday. Then we're here the next week.
Yep.
Then you're gone for
Like
almost
2 weeks.
2 weeks, so
Yeah.
we'll be dark.
And then it's the end of the month.
And then it's the end of the month. So we're only going to be
I think
here
it'll be there 2 times.
10 times, maybe.
Yeah, who knows?
Maybe
Yeah,
not.
next week I'm not sure we're going to do Monday or Tuesday yet. But I know
Or
Wednesday.
you're going to run the podcast Wednesday,
We'll
right?
have the podcast for sure Wednesday. So you'll have to tune in Monday and see if we're here or not.
Do you think you'll do it by yourself,
I
solo?
don't know. That's kind of hard.
You did it
It's
solo
hard
on
to do.
Tuesday when I was home.
I know. It's hard.
I
It's hard to
tuned
do.
in from
no one
my-
to banter with.
I know.
Because the audience out there just
They
sit
love
there and stare.
banter.
They just stare at us. Hi. These guys are really funny, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
All right. So
you'll have to find out.
next week, we don't
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
we'll do.
But have a good weekend at the Trademark Super Bowl if you're going to be watching the big game.
The big game. Eat some food and cheer on your favorite team,
Yeah,
or
and
just
then
watch the commercials, or
See what you find out. And we'll be back next week right here, 2 p.m. Central, 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, myOrganized.life live. Get organized now at myOrganized.life. Need to turn those piles into files? We've got you covered. Hundreds of organizing products in a dazzling array of colors and sizes. There's an organizing solution for you. Shop online and they're delivered right to your office. Get organized now. Go to myOrganized.life. That's myOrganized.life. Get organized now at myOrganized.life.